I will walk you through with the features that we have developed in Timeln. So this is the dashboard page where after Timeln resides, and you can explore all your notes, all your existing bookmarks, and have an interactive way to explore and do brainstorming. So on this dashboard, we have this chat interface, which either you can use to ask for what do I have on travel to Spain, or you can just ask or add this link to Timeln. So this interface plays a common role to add the data and also search and do brainstorming. This part of the section of the web app is basically showing different folders of different categories and topics that you have been researching around or saving or just interacting on the web. So in my case, I have AI, knowledge graph, AI agents, POCs, agentic architecture, and these things which are basically creating high signals of my research and my interaction with the web occurs mostly around these areas. And if I open one of these mind spaces, this is what we call mind space. So we are in the knowledge graph mind space right now. Everything related to knowledge graph is basically residing inside this space. And here are some of the key elements, key topics that we have extracted and categorized. So this is automatically creating folders and self-organizing your content based out of their theme or anything specific to semantic. So you can see each of these sections also have sub topics, which basically consolidates and makes this cluster of representation for specific to the domain. And other things that you can do in this dashboard is generate insights, create mind maps, and so on. So it gives you a high level around what this mind space is about, and you can also have ask anything on this chat section where you can have a specific conversation about your specific topics. Now going back to the main screen, we have this calendar view and view of your data sources. So here you can see all the data that has been saved from all your interactions, which I will show in a minute. And each of these documents basically are summarized and stored to preserve, and also have auto tagged and auto topics that has been automatically assigned to these documents. If some of your document was a link, then here you can see a pop-up option which will help you open that link directly. If you had some documents, which like in this case, this was an image. You click on it and you can actually see the image of the original thing that you saved. And Timeln also summarizes the content on the image that you just shared. Then we have this calendar view where you can actually see the what topics you were exploring on which days. So you can go back in time, explore these topics which were your interest topics, and explore which day you were reading about travel to Spain or which day you were reading about AI agents and so on. So you can always go back in time and check out the explore your knowledge ingestion. And in this screen, we have small analytics that we are building, which is your streaks. Here you can see you have been saving knowledge for 7 days. How is your topic diversity looks like, how deep of you're going into a topic or on a surface level, and synthesis of like how much goal have you achieved based out of your exploration. There's a weekly trend. There are different key topics, major topics that you were exploring this week, and then it shows you what was happening this week, key patterns, dominating themes, and next focus. The interesting thing about next focus is that based out of what you have been learning till now, it builds up what you can actually explore going further and expand your knowledge in that. Another expansion to that health indicator is also your monthly learning health. So it shows your streak across month. How have you been doing with your learning process or your interaction with a specific topic? You can see a monthly thread here, which shows how often you have been using it, your daily average use, weekly use. Same, you have topics for the month. What did you explore for your growth area, top domains that you've been exploring, and so on. So this gives all insights. Also on the card section, we have a small filter here where you can actually perform search by just choosing these smart filter topics. And once you apply them, you can actually see all these topics specific to that. And you can also use this search bar on the top, which shows you the search results there. So if I search for AI agents, it's going to show me all the AI agent related content that I was looking into. Then we have an option for mind shared minds. This is basically when somebody shares a mind with you for you to talk to. So like I have shared my own mind, so everybody can talk to all the information that I have been looking into and see through what notes I've been making or what ideas I've been saving. This is a small section of keeping an eye on just going back into your search and seeing what way you're having conversations with. Let's do a quick search on what did I learn about AI agents. So now it's going to look into the memory, find all the relevant information, and show me my information and details. So AI agent is a concept, AI marketplace, AI automation, great. And I can copy this, give feedback, and also we can actually look into this memory map where it shows me what kind of documents were ingested, were saved, whatever was relevant for this query, and we can actually find relevant insights even from this connected node. So it connects all these information into one space, and you can keep on having conversation around this and do brainstorming on top of this. Great. Now, since we have covered the dashboard part, let's look into the Chrome extension. So we have also developed this Chrome extension, which makes you easy to ingest your data without lifting your fingers or without doing any context switching. So this is the Chrome extension that we have built right now. It has, if you mouse over, you get two options. One is quick save and another one is save with context. I'll show some of the intelligent way of how this Chrome extension ingests information. So let's switch into my LinkedIn feed, and I've been scrolling, and let's say I liked some content. Let's talk about feature of AI and startup. So if I like this post, you will see this animation and it will glow green as soon as it has done ingesting. And once this green thing happens, that means that this particular post was saved into your timeline. So if we go back and look into our timeline, then we can see self-reflection. This is the LinkedIn post that was I just liked, and it saved it into the memory. So I was simply interacting with this post, and I was able to just save it without lifting a finger. It automatically understands your interaction and saves it into the. Now let's look into something. If I came across, let's say this post, which could be an interesting post for me, and I wanted to save this information, I can also do screenshot of this thing I get a screenshot and I can drop this image on this Chrome extension. It will do the same thing. It will take that image and it will save it into the timeline. So if we go back, refresh the page one more time. So I can see now MCP connection event has been saved here with the image that has been that I just took. And also if I can see it has a summary for that particular post as well. Great. Now let's see, on Twitter. So let's say I was on Twitter and I like this post. Here is the Chrome extension. And if I like this and I wanted to save it, I would just interact with it. And similarly, it will go on and save the post automatically. So now I have saved 5 books to read in December 2025 on my read list, which goes back into my timeline and read list in with Ravi's December book. And then here is the whole post summarized and summary of the 5 books that I should read. Then now, if you're reading, let's say, a blog post about something, let's, for example, take this Medium article. Here you can see the Chrome extension here. So in this case, let's say if you're interested in this content and you have engaged and interacted with this post, you can actually right click on these. Let's say you select this, you can see the green bubble thing, which you can click and it will automatically save it to the timeline. But even though if you're lazy, and if AI know this Chrome extension will know that you have been reading it for a while, it will automatically save this whole page into your timeline extension. And that gives you an advantage where like you don't really have to remember what you saved, what you did not save, what you bookmark, what you did not bookmark. It just does it for you automatically. So there's some basic ways to interact with the timeline. Another one great feature I would also like to show is, let's say I have a PDF research scaling to research. I can drag this PDF into the Chrome extension and it will basically save it. Now the previous animation was mostly it was saving this page because I had an instruction and I wanted to read this for later. So let's drop this here and you can see the PDF is being now saved. Let's go back on my timeline and here now I can see this was the document that I was reading and it had saved this topic of how to get started with graph machine learning. And if I go, this is the selected topic that I selected from that blog post and extracted that and summarized and gave me the links, and the PDF that I just saved will also get added and reflects into your cards here. So this is the high level overview of timeline. There is also a sidebar that accompanies the basic things, like you can upload any document over here. You can add a URL to be saved. We have this ingest all the bookmarks, that it takes all your saved bookmarks from your browser and ingest everything into your timeline and saves it. We have this chat option where it takes you back to the dashboard where you can have the interaction. And if you don't want this autonomous mode on the Chrome extension, which is the fully autonomous mode that observes your interaction, you can turn it off and it will only wait for you to ingest the data. But if you turn it on, it will automatically track all the interactions that you're doing with the feeds and the posts and save it to your timeline. Then we have this block URL list as well, which will where you can add a specific, let's say, website which you don't want timeline to track and observe your interaction. It can just save that block list and it will keep it in memory so that it never tracks your interaction with it. So hope you enjoyed the experience of timeline. Would love to share some feedback and enjoy growing your memory stronger. Thank you.